Live from Augusta, breaking news.
A home explosion in Trenton so powerful it shook nearby homes.
This photo shows all that remains, essentially down to the foundation. Good evening, I'm Zaina Halliburton.
And I'm Will Rio. Witness tells us the explosion happened at around 4 this afternoon on S.E. Diggs Road in Trenton, not far from Douglas Elementary School. Your Ethan Hunter got to the scene about 30 minutes ago. He's going to join us live here now. Ethan, what can you tell us about this scene?
Yeah, well, the house is still smoking, and it smells like smoke all around here. I'm here with Tyrone Williams, who lives right next door to the home that is still burning right behind us, still smoking. The flames are all gone in the fire department. There's a big scene here. They're still all here, but the flames are gone, still smoking. But you actually went in and pulled the man out who was standing in the flames. Could you just tell me about what happened when you heard that big boom?
Okay, I heard the big boom, and like I said, for a few minutes I had to wonder was a plane had crashed because a lot of them fly overhead. So once I noticed that hadn't happened, I ran outside and I seen all the flames out there, and I seen a guy standing across the street, his stepson. He was just coming out of the fire, and I asked him, was anybody else in there? He said, yeah, George is in there. That's the man who lived there, Mr. George Harris. And so I ran around the back, and I seen him standing on the back porch with the flames around him. And that's when I told him, get on my back, George, we getting out of here. And so he got on my back, and I got him on my back. By the time we got to the corner, it exploded one more time and almost knocked me off my feet. I still had him on my back all the same time. And I brought him out, and we set him out there in a chair, and by that time, next 5 minutes, ambulance and everybody was coming up, and that was it. I was just glad to get George out of there. I saw him on the back porch in the flames, and it was no way I could let him burn. So.
And you said that that second explosion hit, and you didn't know if you were going to make it out of there.
I didn't know. Well, if I hadn't saw George, I would have never went in. If he would have been in there, then I don't think I would have went directly into the house. But he had made it to the back porch, and that was the furthest he could make it. And that was it. He had them froze, I guess, had them went into a stage of panic himself because he was burned in the face and the hands. And so that was it. I just got him on my back, and, I didn't think about all my surgeries, all my illnesses. I just got him out of there.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'll take an extra pill lately to settle that.
And you said that you're a little dazed, but you're doing okay, you said?
Yeah, I'm still shaking because, like I said, when they first got on my back, me knowing that I had these surgeries, I thought that we both were going to. Matter of fact, I told him, I said, George, we fixing to die right here. But good Lord didn't want it that way, so he got on my back and I brought him out.
Well, that's truly a heroic story. I mean, just going in there and saving your neighbor from the flames.
Yeah, but I only been here like, 5 months? Yeah, I've been here about 5 months. So I guess when God sent me over here, he knew all this already. And he knew he brought me over here to save George.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's an incredible story. Thank you so much for sharing. And we're here on Airport Road where, like I said, the house right next door is still smoking.
And that is one of the most incredible stories that I think I've ever heard from someone. I mean, this went from a home explosion to then a neighbor across the street stepping in to save his neighbor after the home exploded when he saw him there. So earlier today, we were reporting that we didn't know how many people were in the house, if at all. We knew the 2 people lived there, but we didn't know if they were home. Now we can't confirm from that man who was a witness to all of this that there were people home when this explosion happened, and he hopped over there to help one of his friends.
What a hero. I could vividly see just everything he was saying. So thankful that he was there, right place, right time. And we always talk about neighbors helping neighbors. And there you have
incredible. And we do know, I know they didn't show it there, but there is still a large law enforcement and first responder presence out there. At Live at 5 about 30 minutes ago, we did show you some video as investigators were taking photos from inside the home, I would assume trying to figure out what happened here with this explosion. But you could hear when he said that there were just pieces in the sky. So it seemed like there was actually a full explosion. Here's some video from earlier, or some photos from earlier today of that house. Here's one from a witness, so you can see the house down to its foundation here at this point when firefighters were still trying to put out some of those hot spots here. But it's incredible that no one was killed in this.
Oh my goodness, and it's just a blessing that he was able to make it out to the porch like he just said, because if he wasn't out there, that second explosion, you never know what could have happened. But we are thankful for him and glad he's doing okay, and we're hoping for the man inside the home that he's, doesn't have too many injuries. Again, we don't know what caused this explosion, so I'm sure there'll be an investigation and something we'll have to keep up with for sure.
Yeah, as soon as we learn the answers to those questions and what happened here earlier today on SC Diggs Road out there, that's by Douglas Elementary School in Trenton, we'll be sure to let you know, but we're going to have more coming up tonight from that man, I would assume, on what happened in his heroic acts as he stepped in to help one of his neighbors, not only to help, but to save one of his neighbors, it sounds like there. But we appreciate Ethan's reporting. Again, we'll keep you updated right here on air and online, too.
To weather now.